Let's get ready to rumble. What is up, baby? Good morning. Dude, my neighbors probably hate me. What's up, babies? Good morning. Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee and Crypto. Do me a favor, smash the like button on your way in. Take a seat. Happy Saturday. There's not much crypto news, but you know what, baby? We're making news today, baby. That's what we do, because I guess we're the media now, right? What's up, baby? So good to see you in the chat. And of course, the topics of the day is the news media, right? The news, actually, like mainstream media, actually covering SBF the way we want them to. And we have a problem with crypto Twitter news. It seems that breaking stories a lot of times are not true, that's not good, because Twitter is a go-to spot for, breaking news, right? And to top that off, we're going to be watching a video by one of my favorite YouTube channels lately called Really Graceful about something strange is happening to crypto billionaires. If you guys don't know, cryptocurrency billionaires have been getting clapped. Not that clapped, not clapped cheeks, but like clapped as in killed, which is very interesting, and no one's really covering it. So shout out to Really Graceful for covering that. Shout out to today's sponsor, Volt Inu. Of course, in my opinion, the most popular and going to be the most bullish meme coin during the next bull run. So shout out to Volt Inu. Links to all their social medias is in the description down below. Shout out to Volty Change. What's up, fam? How you doing? Happy Saturday. How y'all doing? We got Fox7 in the chat. We got Rorschach. What's up, baby? Rorschach says, I'm here to drink coffee and troll, and I'm almost out of coffee. Let's go, baby. What's up, Bernie? Ultra Rare Bernie. Mac Daddy. What's up, Sacco? Talk to my manager. What's up, Javi? What's up, babies? What's up, Jason? How you doing? How's it going, babies? Yes, make sure to smash that like button. Crypto Art. What's up, baby? Timbo Slice, not to be confused with Kimbo Slice. What's up, Jay Linda? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. What's up, Bri? What's up, Jay Hawk? What's up, Larry? How you doing? Beaver Lumber. I think I already said hi to Beaver Lumber. Hung like a tortoise. What's up, Water Cutter Guy? Hi, fellow San Diegan. What's up, baby? Sunny San Diego. It's beautiful. Is it sunny right now? I don't think so. Stacy. Hemi Life. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? Guys, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got poison oak, poison ivy, or sumac. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having like a rash on my skin, and it's itchy, and I've been like lathering myself in hydrocortisone cream. So I'm hoping I didn't get poison ivy again, because I've gotten poison ivy once in my lifetime, and let me tell you, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I got that shit so bad. It was crazy. Like, it was covering my entire body. I had to get some kind of shots. I forgot what kind of shots they were called, but I had to get shots. So I'm dying here. Although it was on my hands, and I put a bunch of hydrocortisone cream, and it's gone now. So I don't know. But today's a beautiful day. I don't think they're bed bugs. That wouldn't make sense for bed bugs, because I don't think it's bed bugs. I don't think it's bed bugs. If it was bed bugs, I just, like, when I first got home yesterday, I washed all my blankets, so I don't think it's bed bugs. When a 10-minute intro like believes. Nah, I doubt it's bed bugs. Yeah. What's up, Bernie? I am not washing my hands. I never wash my hands. Has Coinbase announced? No, it has not. Coinbase has not announced any sort of listing. So USA is getting their ass kicked by Netherlands 2-0 right now. So there's probably our World Cup dreams right there, unless they can come back, which I don't, Netherlands is pretty good, and it's 2-0. And in soccer, that's like, 2-0 is like 21-0, right? In like football. Yeah, I guess I could check that out, Maddie, but I don't think it is. I don't think that is. It wouldn't make any sense. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the entire cryptocurrency market is just kind of dirtling, trading sideways. Now, I do think we're going to start to run before the Federal Reserve speaks, right? And this is the same thing we're going to see with like Lily Finance, right? So if you guys don't know, a popular shitcoin in our space, cryptocurrency in our space, said that they're going to get listed on Coinbase. So whether that's wrong, whether that's false or lie or whatever it is, it's going to pump up until the 9th, which is going to be pretty much pretty much on the 9th, right? It's going to keep running. It's going to run. It's going to be the buy the rumor, sell the news, as it always is. Now, what I'm listening to in the media is that people are pretty much implying that the recession is canceled, like the hardest economic times are done. And so what we're assuming is that on the 13th and 14th, when the Federal Reserve, speaks and those sorts of things, that we're probably going to get some bullish news. And, they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to, we're starting to pivot. We're going to keep interest rates hikes lower than expected. And we have there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, which it seems like that. So we can expect the cryptocurrency markets to pump because that's the news, right? Now, depending on what comes out of those meetings and what happens with the CPI data, it's going to determine whether the market pumps or dumps. So we'll have to see what happens. I expect a nice green week leading up to it. And if you're buying, if you're in Lily Finance, I expect Lily Finance to pump too. So big A. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens, right? Hey, we'll see. Now, I saw this story yesterday on crypto Twitter, right? So this big, Twitter, and I made a video about this yesterday, but a lot of you guys probably didn't see the video. So this person, MrWhaleCrypto.org, has almost 200,000 followers, right? Not sure if they're purchased. I don't know. They have 127 likes. I don't know how this works, right? But they said, breaking, Crypto.com now has 3 months failing to pay UFC. Liquidity issues? And then it says, just to make it clear, this is about the bonus payments to fighters. Now, if you guys don't know, UFC is a partner with Crypto.com. Right. They've been partners forever. I think it's their largest sponsorship. It's like 175 million. It's a lot of money. Right. Now, unfortunately, what I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, I can't believe down 2-0. Real quick sidebar. Fucking down 2-0 is trending because the United States is down 2-0. I'm so mad at that. Anyways, over the last couple of weeks on crypto Twitter with this whole Sam Bankman-Fried story, we have seen a bunch of crypto influencers come out of fucking nowhere, holding these Twitter live spaces running for fucking 48 hours at a time. And really, like when I was listening to these spaces, they were like breaking news, but like it wasn't like real news. It was like half of it was right, half of it was wrong. And what I'm saying is, how come we can't get like real factual? It's like these guys take a story and they run with it. Like I said yesterday, when the SBF was in their Twitter live space, it was like similar to like back in the old days, right? Like back in the, I don't know, when the Salem witch trials. Like I saw that lady practicing black magic, and then the rest of the town's like, duh, yeah, she's a witch. Let's burn her. Like it seemed very stupid and caveman-y. That's what it seemed like with the SBF situation. It seemed like they were all taking turns like roasting him instead of getting to the bottom of like the issue. That's what it seemed to me. And that's what the crypto Twitter news has kind of turned into. A bunch of like cavemen fucking with like hundreds of thousands of followers. So, people believe them, right? So it's hard to tell what the fuck is correct information and what's not. So this guy, right? 200,000 followers, breaking. It's like, this is a big deal. If for some reason Crypto.com cannot pay the UFC, right? They can't keep the sponsorship going. That's a big deal, right? UFC, fastest growing sport in the world. I'm a huge fight fan. So breaking something like this is huge. So I did a little bit of research, right? And this is the only source I could find. Crypto.com. Excuse me. Sorry. Reddit. Reddit was the only source I could find. So you mean to tell me this asshole just went to Reddit? So here's what went down. So if you guys don't know, the UFC for a while was giving bonuses in Bitcoin. So in the UFC, if you have the best knockout of the night, if you have the best submission of the night, if you have a good performance, right, best fight of the night, you get a bonus. And before, they were giving their bonuses in Bitcoin. Now, there was some sort of vote, and it turns out the UFC, right, the fighters, I'm not sure who voted, right, but they decided not to get their bonuses in Bitcoin anymore. That's it. That's the news. No, they did not stop their sponsorship because of liquidity issues. So that's what we know right now. But it just goes to show like how surface level the research is. And if you read this right here, this is on April 7th, right? This is when they announced that they will be adding cryptocurrency bonuses to their pay-per-view events. So that's pretty nice, right? But it just goes to show the level of research that's done, right? It's just crazy. It's like, damn, we're just gonna run with stories, and not to pull this guy up, but this guy's part of it, right? Now I watched a very good video on Mario by Upper Echelon, right? He's the guy who's been really like sending it with these Twitter live spaces, and although I do respect the grind. Like I said before, and look, I'm not excluded from this. But I feel like this is crypto Twitter when it comes to blaming people for getting people into other projects. Like, this is all of us. You know? It's like none of our hands are clean, except Sam Bankman-Fried was like the guy who like blatantly scammed people. Is it my birthday again, you little weirdos? You know what's messed up? Like sometimes I'll be like going in on a story and I'll be talking a lot. Then I'll read something in the comments and it'll just destroy my entire train of thought. Do you guys notice that? I'll be like, you motherfuckers. You know, you motherfuckers. Big A says there will be a big squeeze in the first quarter of 2023 when those Christmas credit card bills arrive and people stop spending in order to pay bills. Another 15 to 20% equities market downturn coming by then. Definitely, right? Definitely. Guys, and I was at a store yesterday, and I bought a new T-shirt. Anyways, that's besides the point. I guess you didn't need to know that. I bought a new shirt. New shirt, goofing. Wait, hold on. I have some donations I missed. I have some donations. Ron, thank you so much for the $2 donation, baby. Thank you so much, Ron. Appreciate you, bro. I like your profile picture on Twitter. I like the little lights you have on the background. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Dude, the awkward moment where CoffeeZilla is like better than any news source, right? Crazy. Caspa, thank you so much for the $4 donation. I appreciate y'all. Anyways, yeah, I was talking to a lady in there, and like the Black Friday season was just different this year. Although it was pretty busy at the mall last night. It was still like not what it used to be. Now, like you guys know, I used to work retail my entire life, and like, dude, Thanksgivings for me was having a little bit of dinner and then going to work on Black Friday. Right? Opening the store for Black Friday, right? So going there Thursday night, prepping everything, making sure security's good, and a bunch of assholes run in and try to get, so you can get the most TVs, right? That's what Black Friday is. Ugh, disgusting. But this is what crypto Twitter, it's like, you're a scammer. No, you're a scammer. It's like Richard Hart blaming people. I told you Bitcoin's at the bottom. Or I told you Bitcoin's, everything's going to rug. And his altcoin is like 90% down. You promoted this project. You promoted a shitcoin. Well, this person promoted Celsius and Voyager and fucking Terra Luna, you know? We're all guilty, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. We're all guilty. No one's innocent here. Man, people do not like crypto bros on Twitter. What I've noticed is that people do not like crypto bros. No one likes crypto bros. And the funny thing is that the crypto market's going to run again. So we will have our time again. Yes, dunk on us now. Make fun of us now, crypto. Non-crypto bros. It's usually the traditional finance people who roast crypto bros. The traditional finance people are like, crypto, so immature, so lame, you know? Let's talk about index funds. Boring. I don't want to talk about your 401k, you little weirdo. I don't want to talk about you skipping Starbucks every day so you become a millionaire when you're 80. Boring. I don't want to hear how you have an Excel sheet and you budget every month. Although you should do that, you know. Boring. I don't care how you take the bus to work because you're saving money. Get the fuck out of here. We're all trying to take Teslas to work, baby. Let's go, crypto bros to the moon, baby. Meme coins. We need more meme coins. You know? Hemi Life says, can you talk about someone that works for Binance said they won't be there in 10 years? I didn't hear about that, but here's the thing. Guys, we're not going to lick the nuts of any person in cryptocurrency. We don't do that, okay? We're not going to be kiss asses. I do not trust anybody in this space except for a few close friends. Projects, devs, don't trust them. Why? We've been burned a million times. Doesn't matter if it's blue chips. Doesn't matter if it's a shitcoin, right? I especially don't trust exchanges. And although I do like CZ and I do think he's he's better for the influencer space, or excuse me, crypto space, I don't keep my money on Binance. Why? Because CZ is a citizen of Dubai. Dubai has like no crypto laws, like at least no regulations. He can't operate out of the UK. He's being investigated by the United States. I don't trust any exchanges. I like CZ. I think he's a great mind, and I think it's better for the crypto space, especially with this sort of crypto recovery fund he made where, people, he put like $2 billion in it to help people getting wrecked in crypto, right? I think that's a great thing, but I don't trust my money on any exchanges. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers because I know that they want to make money, and a lot of people are in crypto, not for the technology, right? A lot of us are not, right? But to make money. And it's the same thing when it comes to these people who are running these businesses like exchanges. They're here to make some money, baby, right? Jade is a meme coin on the BNB smart chain. I know all about Jade firing. I know all about Jade. Rorschach says, hey, punk, that's what I deal with all day. I know, because you're an actual financial advisor. Oh, they predict the current form of Binance exchange won't be here in 10 years. Okay. Yeah, dude. Black Friday is disgusting. You guys remember Black Friday? Ron with the other $5 donation. Another $5 donation says, thanks, bro. Remember I had 2 jobs. I quit one yesterday. I can focus on this again. I make twice as much in one job now. Dude, good for you. Good for you. I like to see people coming up. Get that money, baby. Stack up like you're fundraising. What's up, Flava Dave? How you doing, baby? When you coming to San Diego, we're going to turn up. Flava Dave says, I'm about to put 10K in Volt just to shut Rodney's dumbass up. Volt's going to run next time the market runs. If they stay, they keep building. And to me, it's like, if you're Volt Inu, right? And you're on 100 exchanges. Guys, exchanges are not easy to get on. Like, some of them will take you for free, but a lot of them you have to pay for. And then to pay all these influencers every month, to me, that's like a person that wants to be in the space for a long time. So I respect it. Anywho, now a big problem we've had, moving on, a big problem we've had in the media. Wait, what? You guys see this post? Elon Musk has changed the Twitter button from red to blue. He hasn't. It's just it didn't have. Anyways, a big issue with the mainstream media is that they haven't been covering this SBF thing fairly, in my opinion. They've been giving this guy too much of a pass. But I did find on CNBC, which has been pretty good, and Good Morning America, it seems like the fucking perception is changing. They've been kind of coming off the top ropes. Check this out.
I sat there still trying to, frankly, process so many of the different answers that Sam Bankman-Fried provided yesterday. Believable to you? Not believable? What was your immediate thought?
Listen, Andrew, this is the young guy who's certainly in distress. It was delusional. Like, let's be really clear. Sam is delusional about what happened and his culpability in it.
Holy shit. Someone's speaking the truth. First of all, this guy looks like Mr. Clean's dad, right? Like his father. Let's continue.
We could all be like dime store psychiatrists, right? There's a lot of narcissism there. There's a lot of grandiosity. But being psychiatrist isn't going to really help, right? He needs to be prosecuted. He will spend time in jail. They perpetuated a large fraud, and it wasn't just Sam. You don't pull this off with one person.
Facts.
And so I'm hoping that the authorities get to the bottom of this faster, not just for the sanctity of the crypto markets, but for all markets, right? Markets are based on trust. And when you have trust broken like this, it questions everyone else, right? People start looking for black swans everywhere. And so in some ways, this is the story of the moment because it is such a giant story, but it's, you're seeing someone who's just spewing more lies. And listen, Sam's always been kind to me. He has a kind demeanor. That was part of the shtick. And I'm not saying he even planned this all like a criminal mastermind. What they did was criminal, and they need to be prosecuted for it.
I think that's going to be the question, though. I mean, it did seem to me like he was taking the defense. Okay, if I have to pick one of these, am I a criminal or am I an idiot? He's going to go with the idiot defense. But
and that's what we've been talking about, right? Look at Sam. Let's continue.
Yeah, but again,
first of all, she's kind of a baddie for an older chick, right? I'd slide.
He had to know, right, Mike?
Sam went to some of the best university in America. He worked at Jane Street. Those guys are fiercely good.
He had to know.
I can tell you every loss I had in the Lehman Brothers 2007 crash. Every mistake we made. Traders don't forget how they lose money. It's kind of the DNA of anybody who who spends their time in this field. And so it's just kind of a pile of malarkey that he says, oh, I didn't understand how much risk.
My man's hit him with a malarkey. It's just a pile of malarkey. Hey, howdy, neighbor. But he's right, though, right? It's like SBF is a smart guy. You think SBF is stupid? No, he's super manipulative. Look at his DMs, right? He was talking shit about fuck regulation and everyone has to virtue signal because that's what we like in the West and those sorts of things, which he's right? We're big on virtue signaling here in the United States and just Western cultures in general, right? We just are. But he's not stupid. He's not stupid, but he's picking two. A, I scammed everybody knowingly, or B, I'm dumb. And he's going to go with B, I'm dumb, because he's going to get less harsh punishments, right? I'm telling you.
Risk we had. I mean, these were huge bets. And they were huge bets made with my money and other depositors' money.
Mike, but that I think is the most important point about this. You know, he's talked about this in the context of, you know, making some bad risk assessments. And that may very well be true. But perhaps the more important component of this is whose money he was making those risk assessments with.
You know, it's I stole your money, and then, oh man, I should have risk managed the stolen money better. I mean, it was the theater of the absurd to some degree.
That's pretty funny, right? Because they were mismanaging funds. It's like, I stole your money. Sorry, bro. I sold your money. I gambled it. I get it back. Sorry. It's like, well, you still stole my money, asshole. You know what I mean? So I mismanaged it. Bernie says she doesn't date men who don't wash their hands, bro. Wake the F up. If she doesn't date men who doesn't wash her hands, I don't want her. If she can't accept me with dirty hands, if she doesn't deserve me with my clean hands, okay? Crypto Rich Kick says, MF, I have control of Bitcoin and crypto. Nice. Big A says they haven't arrested SBF yet because he is better than a prosecuting attorney right now. He is making their case against dude, right? If you're SBF's lawyers, you got to be punching air right now. Dude, SBF is going on an apology tour, right? He's everywhere. This motherfucker's everywhere. Maybe he might come to my house and do an interview today, right? First of all, side note, someone roasted the shit out of me last night on YouTube. It's relevant. Don't worry, it's relevant. It's about because remember yesterday we were watching the more videos about Caroline. This dude says Caroline Ellison and Rodney have the same hairlines, which explains why he likes her so much. Their baby, wrong there, dumbass, but their baby would probably look like a cross between Elmer Fudd and Mr. Ed. Bravo. That was a good roast. Oh, Lord. All right.
And, you know, I know he's going on today at another show to try to make this case and soften up the world. Maybe that's their strategy. You know, I saw Bill Ackman even say, geez, maybe he's telling the truth. You know, that's Sam's strategy. I think, you know, I tweeted to Bill, I said, Bill, I think on this one, you're crazy. And I think Bill's one of the shrewdest investors out there. Sam's compelling. That's why he was able to snooker.
Bill needs to stop wearing mascara, right? Bill looks like he's wearing mascara. Or shave this shit. Look at this. Come on now. Come on, Bill. What you doing, Bill?
The entire planet into believing him. Right? He's got that shtick.
Let me ask you this, though. First of all, I should tell you, I don't think this is, it may very well be his strategy, if that's the case. I don't think it's the strategy of those around him advising him. I can almost just...
Hold up. He's live right now. Hold on.
Hop off.
Sam, thank you so much for your time. And
oh, is he leaving? With CoffeeZilla? Fuck,
thank you so
how did we miss
Marty,
this?
Everybody, thank you so much for your questions. And I think all I can hope right now is good for community in a way. I'm not sure how, Sam, you will do it, but it's still there are people who have lost money. They want their money back. Yep. They need their money back, right? So just a request, because I cannot do anything to you, not that I have intent to, but if you can do something to get their money back, please try your best.
I will do.
I know everything you said US solvent. Yeah, so you said FTX solvent. FTX is solvent. Let's make sure that you are able to somehow get other people's money back too. Though the hopes are very low, but that's all I can wish for right now.
I'm doing everything
Thank you so much.
Can. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's gone. He's gone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Are you going to keep the space open after this, or are you going to?
No, I think I will head out because I have to take my sons to his first birthday party here. We moved recently, so maybe what we can do, if you want to.
I'll probably start a space after this. I'll probably start a space after this and just discuss.
Sure. If you want, I can.
Oh,
take it
okay.
over and I
CoffeeZilla's
can,
starting a
you know,
space.
co-host, and you can continue if you want.
Oh,
if you wanna
sure.
do
Yeah,
separate,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Right.
All right.
So let me just. make you
CoffeeZilla's
co-host
go.
and
We
we can
going.
go from there.
Let's go, Coffee.
It's my first time running a Twitter space, guys. So I don't know
Oh,
what the-
mine too, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Coffee.
So now you have
Cool.
co-host as well, right? Just accept that request.
All right,
perfect.
cool. I got co-host.
CoffeeZilla, by the way, very like awesome videos you make, man. Really appreciate those videos.
I mean, I don't know if you guys want to watch. I kind of don't want to listen to this anymore. I'm not sure what you guys want to do, but we got other more interesting stories. I think the billionaires dying is more interesting. I feel like there's everything we need to know about the fucking, the SBF story. I think we know. And I think that, like Big A says, like, literally, he's doing a better job than the prosecution, right? So Seamus says, I've completely lost faith in our justice system. Well, we're going to lose more faith if this stuff, if he doesn't get prosecuted. Now, the strange part of all this, right? The strange part of all this, you guys have been watching Twitter of all like the stuff Elon Musk is exposing. It's pretty much vindicating what a lot of people thought, right? That they were suppressing a lot of the other sides, especially with the whole Hunter Biden situation, right? So that's crazy for a social media platform to do, but it's a private company. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of crazy because fucking Kanye West just got exiled for saying some outlandish shit, right? Kanye West is making everyone not like him. There are a few people that I saw some people sticking up for him in my comments. Come on, guys. There's a line you cross and you just can't support him no more. I get it, but he's on one, dude. He's a little nuts, right? He needs some help. Like, I need some help, dude. He's on one. He is nuts. He is like literally all the people that should be supporting him are not because of him. Like Tim, I think it's called Tim Pool, right? Is it Tim Pool? The guy who has the podcast, right? He's just used to be a skater, Tim something. Kanye West walked off a show. Like, he's getting his screaming matches and arguments with Donald Trump. It's like, dude, let's fucking relax, What are you doing? And you're not the only one that's lost faith in our justice system, right? A lot of people have. All right, let's watch this video because I think it's very, very interesting about crypto billionaires dying. So shout out to Really Graceful. Her channel has really grown on me, no pun intended. Her channel has really grown on me. It's really good. Like, I was watching this, some of this, her freaking recap last night. It's really good. So if you don't know who Really Graceful is, I would check her out. Very good information. But Steve says Kanye finally went crazy and then won. He had won, but then as usual, Kanye only gave us half of his original thought. His whole thought should have stayed in his head. Yeah, well, if you listen to Kanye West speak, he's just kind of like, there's just not a lot there, right? It's just kind of sporadic and erratic, and it's what he says just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? He's just kind of like not there. He's just nuts. He's just going crazy, man. He's always been a little crazy though, right? What do you say? Was it George Bush doesn't care about black people? I was like, oh damn. Remember that with Hurricane Katrina? That's crazy, right? But let's watch this video about crypto billionaires dying because I think it's really interesting. All right.
With all that's happening in the world, I wanted to report on something so it wouldn't get buried. No pun intended. Basically, it's a bad time to be a cryptocurrency billionaire, and something really strange is going on. In previous videos, we covered the fall of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX empire and whether it was an organic happenstance or a controlled demolition. And we also covered the rise of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. But today I'm talking about the handful of crypto billionaires who have passed in the last few years, 3 of them just this month, the coverage of which has been overshadowed by the FTX story. And I want to know, are we witnessing an organic, genuine string of fatal accidents? Just a coincidence, or is it something more? And if it's something more, what does it mean? Why should anyone care? How will you be affected? We're going to move backwards on this timeline, starting at the most recent incident. It was announced this week that 53-year-old Russian billionaire Vyacheslav Tiran, the co-founder of Libertex, a cryptocurrency exchange like FTX, had passed alongside his 35-year-old pilot after Tiran's helicopter crashed near Monaco. It was reported that another unidentified passenger was supposed to join him on the flight but canceled last minute. Coverage of
I love conspiracy theories. Don't you guys just love conspiracy theories? What happened? What happened?
the story has been limited yet very interesting to me because the Ukrainian press has alleged that Tehran was a spy. But so far, I've yet to see these claims substantiated. No citations, no proof, no nothing in these reports where they allege that Tehran was linked to the Russian SVR, Foreign Espionage Agency, and was responsible for, quote, laundering Russian funds through a system of cryptocurrency operations, end quote. But I mean, hey, it could be true. Tehran's net worth was around 20 billion. What happens to all the crypto funds in his wallet? Who has the key? Can the funds be traced post-mortem? This is a blanket question I have for all the crypto billionaires who have recently passed. On Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022, 30-year-old Tian Kulinder, otherwise known as TT, co-founder of the Hong Kong-based digital asset company, the Amber Group, passed suddenly in his sleep. TT had a net worth of around $3 billion, and he previously worked at Morgan Stanley and Goldman
In his sleep? In his
sleep. TT had a net worth of around $3 billion, and he previously worked at Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs before founding Amber Group. TT reportedly launched Amber Group along with a group of pals from Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. I have to wonder, what 30-year-old just dies suddenly in their sleep? On October 28, 2022, cryptocurrency millionaire 29-year-old Nikolai Mushigan drowned on a Puerto Rican beach just hours after tweeting that.
Hold on, this one's fucking crazy. Listen to this one. This one's fucking nuts. Let's run it back a little bit.
29-year-old Nikolai Mushigan drowned on a Puerto Rican beach just hours after tweeting that Mossad and the CIA were trying to murder him. Nikolai was co-founder of cryptocurrency lending
MakerDAO,
platform
right?
MakerDAO and the decentralized DAI stablecoin. Nikolai's last tweet was published just a few hours before his drowning, where he was found fully clothed with his wallet on him. And his tweet suggested that the CIA and Mossad were going to blackmail him, and he hinted that the CIA was going to make it seem like his passing was by his own hand. The tweet reads, quote, CIA and Mossad and Pedo Elite are running some kind of sex trafficking entrapment blackmail ring out of Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands. They're going to frame me with a laptop planted by my ex-girlfriend who was a spy. They will torture me to death, end quote. Since Nikolai's passing, news articles have published an anonymous source who claimed that the crypto developer was a loner and he lived alone with his dog. And the source also stated that after Nikolai and his girlfriend broke up, he was convinced she was a spy. These 3 incidents in the last month were the ones I wanted to focus on, but they aren't the only incidents and they aren't the only.
That's crazy, right? To make a tweet like that and then like found in the water, just like dead and like fully clothed. That's nutty to me.
Fatal accidents. Billionaire banking heir to Carnegie Mellon and Drexel families of the Bank of New York Mellon and Drexel Burnham Lambert, 54-year-old Matthew Mellon passed while attending a rehab center in Mexico back in 2018. Which is notable because even though Mellon was old banking money, obviously, he made his personal fortune in cryptocurrency. The vast majority of his assets were locked up in a cryptocurrency known as XRP, which is managed by the company Ripple. And if you follow cryptocurrency news, you know that Ripple is currently tied up in a lawsuit with crooked Gary Gensler's SEC. If you remember, Gary Gensler is barely 1 degree separated from Sam Bankman-Fried.
That's right, baby.
Like Mellon, 30-year-old Gerald Cotton passed in 2018 without sharing the keys to his crypto wallets worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Now, the funny thing about this guy is they actually made a documentary on Netflix about him. And the co-founder of the Quadriga exchange, he was involved. And before crypto in California, he was arrested for running credit card scams. He was deported back to Canada, right, where he's involved in other shady shit and was a co-founder of this exchange. Now, when this guy died, right, this guy, I'm not going to tell you how he died. She'll get to it here in a second. But the fucking co-founder was the chief financial officer of Time Wonderland, which is a very popular cryptocurrency project on the Avalanche chain. It's crazy to me. Let's continue.
His death prompted the Netflix documentary Trust No One. Cotton was the founder of the bankrupt cryptocurrency firm Quadriga CX, and he passed while on his honeymoon in India with his wife. having signed a will just 9 days before, fueling rumors that Cotton may still be alive and living off the embezzled funds. On his honeymoon in India, Cotton complained that his stomach was hurting. He went to the hospital and was diagnosed with traveler's diarrhea. 1 day later, he passed, and no autopsy was ever performed. Of course, the Tehran, TT, and Nikolai incidents all occurred in the same month as the FTX collapse, in which a crypto exchange, which was ran out of the Bahamas, took customers' money and invested it in unknown assets. Then an incredibly damning write-up about the company was published, only for FTX's main competitor, the CEO of Binance, while he decided to liquidate hundreds of millions of dollars worth of FTX's utility token, and that signaled to other crypto investors to do the same. But when FTX's customers went to pull their money out of the exchange, there was no money, robbing them of billions of dollars, which made legislators call for further regulation of cryptocurrency. Just announced 2 weeks ago, the New York Federal Reserve has launched their digital dollar pilot program with the big banks, and the National Bank of Ukraine has released their draft for design options for their own CBDC. The Bank of Japan is experimenting with their own CBDC, the digital yen, in tandem with the country's mega banks. And the list goes on.
So central bank digital currency. So the governments are looking at cryptocurrency now and like they're like, hey, let's make our own crypto, right? In their own way, right? That's what those digital currencies are. And that's why people don't like them because they're really centralized, right? It's not like the reason why cryptocurrency is so popular in the first place is because it's supposed to be decentralized. With mass adoption, centralization is going to be a thing. But now nations want their own like currency. And we don't like that because it's not decentralized. It's like we have our currencies. You guys fuck it up by printing too much of it. Now they want to ruin crypto. And the beautiful thing about Bitcoin is that you can't mine it forever. That's why it's so important. It's finite. It's like it's like say for the US, for example, if the US dollar went to the gold standard, right? Or we just use gold as currency. Like obviously we can't do that because it doesn't make any sense, but there used to be a gold standard where the dollar was actually backed by something. It's not the case anymore, right? So they're ruining crypto now, right? They want to make their own. Like, hey, that's cool. Let's make our own. You know, those are shit coins, right?
On and on of all these countries announcing this in the last month, from the CBDC adoption in Africa to India's e-rupee. But the common denominator is that it's the Federal Reserve central bank's digital currency. Unlike what we have right now, the current privatized industry. The central banks, the Federal Reserve, will have full control of the digital dollar, able to trace every transaction. But what happens when you make the banks mad, like what we're seeing now with the banks refusing to do business with who they disagree with politically? Unlike cash or silver or gold, I can't go bury my hoard in the backyard for a rainy day. With a click of a button, my entire life savings can be deleted if my social credit score isn't high enough.
And that's the rub right there, right? That's the issue people have with central bank digital currencies because it's like, actual dollars, like she said, you can't really, if you have a bunch, right? If you have a bunch, right, you can't really do anything, right? The government can't do anything because it's your money, right? Of course, they can seize it and those sorts of things, but you can have cash on you. That's why cash is so powerful. But if we all switch to digital currencies, well, then, yeah, it's like if for some reason, like you're wanted by the government or whatever it is, right? It's gone. Now, luckily, we still have precious metals like silver and gold and those sorts of things that you can keep, but still, it's crazy. Crazy.
The funds withheld from me and my family, or my social credit score can be influenced by how I spend those funds that I have, because every transaction is traced and analyzed for the fullest expression of control. So that's why I'm hyperfixated on this subject. That's why I keep harping on this, because the average person will feel the ramifications of what's happening, of what's playing out on the world stage, and people still won't get it. We already have a one world government, a debt slave system, and it was implemented in our country by the creature at Jekyll Island in 1913. The Federal Reserve banking system. We're simply witnessing their next phase of control, but they can't operate without widespread ignorance, useful idiots, and consent. I really can only speculate.
What's funny about all this, guys, is it's always. It's like what is it? What is it? It's like it's like it starts with one freedom at a time, right? One little freedom they take away from you, and then they end up taking more and more and more, and we just become complacent with it because we're so. And I get it. I'm an American, right? I'm a consumer. I consume shit, right? I like to sit here and watch YouTube. I like, watching UFC prize fighting. Like I'm a consumer, right? I am a consumer. But I do see what's happening, right? They're slowly taking our rights away as we become complacent. It's like the frog in the boiling pot of hot water, right? It's like if you throw a frog in a boiling pot of hot water, it's going to jump right out because it's hot water. But if you put the frog in the pot of water before it gets hot and just slowly turn up the heat, it'll be like, oh, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine until it's dead, right? And thank you so much for the donations. Ron, I appreciate you, bro. Another $2 donation, and you've become a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Degenerates. Again, that eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. And guys, we are doing a double crypto giveaway on Monday since I was gone in Miami for the last one. So we're doing double. Yes, but like this stuff it's so true, right? It's so true, right? This is another way for them to control us. Now we can't even have paper money anymore, right? They want to make it so if anything happens, they can be like, yep, your bank account is frozen. They can already do that now, but they can't do that with cash, right? So let's continue.
13. The Federal Reserve banking system. We're simply witnessing their next phase of control. But they can't operate without widespread ignorance, useful idiots, and consent. I really can only speculate about what's going on with these crypto billionaires in their untimely passing, if they really even died at all or went into hiding instead. So I turned the question over to you on Twitter. I asked theories on why crypto billionaires are dying, being killed recently. Welcome to the Tribulation said these billionaires were used to normalize digital currency and they became successful. The World Economic Forum doesn't want any competition. Everyone needs to be ushered onto the CBDC train with no other options available.
What do you guys think about this explanation, right? That apparently, what do you guys think about this explanation that they were used to normalize? So pretty much these powerful figures were like billionaires, but they used their like status to normalize digital currencies. I mean, who created Bitcoin? That's still a question unanswered. Who created Bitcoin? Who created Bitcoin? It's a question unanswered. No one knows, right? It's anonymous. No one knows, man. We still don't know. It could have been Elon Musk. That's the theory, but no one knows that, right? Are they still alive? What's going on? But this is an interesting explanation. I don't really agree with this one too much. Let's see the other ones.
The CBDC train with no other options available. Shahuapov said centralization. FTX was needed as the big bad boogeyman. Banks will say your money is safe with us and then go bust themselves. After that, central bank digital currencies will be introduced to fight the corruption, which will then be hijacked to become the new empire of money.
This is an interesting one right here. I thought this was pretty interesting. So centralization, right? FTX was needed as the big bad boogeyman, right? So people still think, right? This is the theory that maybe apparently SBF was some sort of government plant, right? Banks will say your money is safe with us. So yes, there is insurances for your actual cash on banks. That's the difference between some sort of motherfucker who has their money on a cryptocurrency exchange or just crypto, and a person who has, say, if you have $100,000 in Bitcoin in FTX. Well, if it went under, there goes your money because there's no insurance on crypto. But if you had your money on a bank and for some reason they had a bank run, say your local bank, everybody went to pull their money out, well, it's still insured by the government. Interesting, right? Interesting. But this is interesting. So this is the angle that maybe FTX was, maybe they were a government plant, or maybe they was set up but to fall. But the thing is, all the connections we're making to SBF with political parties, right, is kind of worrisome. Now, Elon Musk is claiming that Sam Bankman-Fried has made $1 billion in donations to Democrats. That's crazy because on paper, we saw 37 million. That's a big jump, right? That's a big jump. Let's continue.
Empire of money. Liberty Heretic said that the World Economic Forum and intelligence agencies want a monopoly on crypto going forward, so it can be used as global currency linked to social credit system.
Yeah.
They can't do that with strong competition who aren't part of the agenda. And finally, Goose Girl.
This is pretty interesting here too. I mean, this is another theory too, right? So the World Economic Forum and intelligence agencies want a monopoly on crypto going forward, so it can be used as global currency linked to social credit system. They can't do it with strong competition who aren't part of that agenda, right? So that's interesting. That's an interesting angle too. So maybe they didn't create cryptocurrency, but they're like, because keep in mind, right? If you go to the Bitcoin obituary, and I bring this up every single time, right? Bitcoin obituary, you can see that through the years since its inception, the news has been saying Bitcoin is dead. Like these red dots right here, this is from the last 3 months of when major publications have called Bitcoin like dead or a Ponzi scheme. But if you go to all time, look at all these fucking red dots. These are all the different times when news articles, right, or excuse me, news outlets have said Bitcoin is dead. So they've been trying to kill it ever since its inception, right? They've been trying to murder Bitcoin. And now the government's probably like, well, we can't kill it, so let's FUD it, right? So let's do what we can, let's try to FUD it. We can't kill it through FUDing it, so let's try to control it now. Let's get rid of these big players in crypto because we don't want competition. Interesting.
They can't do that with strong competition who aren't part of the agenda. And finally, Goose Girl said, remember how all those millionaires died on the Titanic right before they set up the Federal Reserve? Yeah, basically the families who
this one had my mind blown.
Would have stood in the way of the creation of the Federal Reserve just happened to be the families who went down with the Titanic.
Did you hear about that? So I actually watched a documentary the other day about the Titanic crashing. I went down one of those weird YouTube rabbit holes where you end up watching some random shit, and I ended up on the families that were killed on the Titanic and pretty much how crazy it was because a lot of the rich people and the elites were saved. Well, a lot of the lower class people died, right? Unfortunate. But yeah, isn't that an interesting coincidence? The Federal Reserve was created after all these really rich family and affluent families died on the Titanic. Conspiracy theory, baby. Conspiracy theory Saturdays, right?
What do you know? What a coincidence. What do you think, internet friends? Is something strange going on with these crypto billionaires? I want to know your thoughts. I always enjoy reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching.
So this is really graceful. She has very, very good content. Pretty solid. I found her because of the SBF thing, but she's actually been posting a lot for years, right? For years. She's been a YouTuber for years, but that's interesting, right? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right. Watch the show with Mr. Robot, DNA Design says. I guess I could check that out. I don't know what that is. It's on Prime. I don't have Prime. Wait, I think one of my homegirls has Prime. Selmo Fudd says, dude, all these exchanges are being weeded out, so it's up to you to protect yourself with whatever plays you make at this point in time. Exactly. You got to be careful for exchanges. You know what's crazy is that FBF was a government plant, and CZ, maybe it wasn't a government plant, but he was in the bed, right? Not literally, maybe literally because they did a bunch of orgies, but in bed with people in the Democratic Party, friends with regulators and stuff like that, right? So he knew people. And CZ, okay, people think that BitBoy's over here taking fucking, on this freaking I told you so tour. It's like, BitBoy, shut the fuck up. No one believes you. You were supporting FTX months ago. And I get it. You called them out after, and people have the right to change their mind. I don't knock any influencers for once promoting FTX. I think that was an easy promotion to take. But everyone is blaming these influencers. I don't blame BitBoy for promoting FTX. I think it's ridiculous to blame anybody. The only person you're blaming is Sam Bankman-Fried. But BitBoy's on this tour like, I am the Messiah. I predicted this. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, you weren't. BitBoy, no, you weren't. Right? Absolutely insane to me, right? Insane to me. Anyways, but BitBoy's claiming that he's the one who took down FTX, whatever. The real person that took down FTX was whoever linked those financial statements from Alameda Research. We don't know who did that, but who really got the ball rolling was CZ. Why? Because he announced that he was selling all of his FTT tokens. That scared everybody because they're like, oh shit, something's wrong with FTX. Let's pull our money out. That caused a run on the bank. Couldn't honor all the transactions. Boom. There it is. CZ killed one of his main competitors with one tweet. Insane. So does that mean CZ is like, should we be worried about CZ? Should we be worried about CZ? You know? Because he knew all the connections SBF had. He knew about it. He knew about it. They knew what was going on behind the scenes. CZ knew about it, right? He called him out for it. You know? Interesting. We got to protect CZ. I don't worship CZ. I don't trust my money on Binance or any exchange because I don't know what's going on. They're not US. They're not regulated in the United States. Even Coinbase, I don't trust. I took all my money off of Coinbase. It's somewhere. It's somewhere on the blockchain, right? Crazy. All this is nuts, right? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, CZ triggered the whole thing. Yes. Then CZ went after Cronos, but Cronos is fine. Cronos is fine. But Cronos did do some shady shit, right? Didn't make sense. Oops. Accidentally sent $400 million to another exchange. Clerical error. It's like, can we not make $400 million mistakes? You know? Can we not do that? Who was that person and why aren't they fired? Maybe they are fired. I don't know. So CZ was just pointing something out that happened, you know? Either it's like someone's being dumb or it really happened. Yeah, it was weeks before Ron, but still Ron. It's still an error you don't want to make, right? It was weeks before. And then he called out Coinbase. And the messed up thing about Coinbase, when CZ called out Coinbase, because look at Coinbase is the next biggest competitor. Although when it comes to volume, they don't have the volume as Binance, but everyone uses Coinbase in the United States. And really, guys, the United States matters, right? The United States is it's the leader, right? If something's bad with our economy, everybody's economy is bad, right? So he made a post about Coinbase saying, hey, where's your proof of reserves? It's like, CZ's not stupid. CZ knows that Coinbase is a publicly traded company. He knows that all those proof of reserves are free information online. And I'm sure he knows where to find it, but he still called him out anyways. So it's like, CZ, you know what you're doing, man. And it looks like they were okay because it did freak a lot of people out. Right. Yeah, Binance was hacked again. Yeah, again. Binance was hacked. Yeah, they minted a bunch of tokens of Anchor, right? So yeah, 400 million to Gate.io. That's crazy. Yeah. So the FUD there, right? The accusations there, Ron, was apparently Crypto.com sent Gate.io $400 million so that they could have a snapshot of their balance sheet, like, hey, we have this much money in our reserves, and then send it back to Crypto.com, and they can use that as their balance sheet. So that was the FUD, right? Because Crypto.com has $2.5 billion in reserves. 400 million out of that, that's a lot, right? That's a lot. And that's 20%, right, of what they have. That's a lot of money-ish. CZ never announced his Chinese government things to make you go, You know what's crazy about all this, right? Is that people like, let's watch this real quick. Hold on. Hopefully this is broken up because I was watching this last night. People always say like, oh, like the Chinese government is infiltrating the United States' society and influence is spreading here. Guys, China has their own issues, right? I don't think they'd be worrying about, the USA right now. They have their own issues with the lockdown. Like they have like brutal lockdowns, right? I don't know why this isn't loading, but I'm not sure why this is loading, but but China still has really brutal COVID lockdowns, right? They're like snatching people off the street and stuff like that. It's crazy over there, right? People are rising up, and people are saying they're taking the focus away from the fact that they're having some sort of run on their actual, like a lot of Chinese banks. So I thought that was interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on over there, so don't be envious. A lot of people are so envious. They talk shit about the United States. United States is this. United States is that. Blah 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 blah. And don't realize how good we have it here. We have it good here. And the USA just lost to the Netherlands. 3-1. Shit. There goes my dreams of having football be called soccer now. So Netherlands, man, damn, they're good. They're good. He won't ever denounce. Yeah, Canada has some crazy shit too. So if you guys didn't know, during the a bunch of truckers, right? A bunch of truckers were protesting the COVID-19 restrictions, right? And they were freezing bank accounts. It got so bad that the Kraken CEO told everybody, it was Kuko and Kraken told everybody, hey, get your money off of these exchanges because the Canadian government is going to try to freeze and halt transactions if you're helping these truckers, right? Because cryptocurrency was the answer. Like you're freezing bank accounts, you're freezing Venmo, you're freezing Zelle or Cash App, but you can't freeze crypto because it's decentralized. Well, you can if the governing body, which is Canada, says, hey, cryptocurrency exchange, if you're operating in our country, you cannot do this, right? Now, the issue with even things off the block, or excuse me, off centralized exchanges, say, for example, I sent you US, a stable coin from my MetaMask wallet to your MetaMask wallet. It's like, well, how do you turn that into fiat? You just don't, right? You can't turn it into fiat without a bank. There's other ways to do it. I have friends who do this weird thing where they're able to get around banking, but to me, it's too much work. And, just hitting your bank account is the easiest way to get money. And it's like, you do that through centralized exchanges. So we still need the banking system, right? To turn it into actual cash. So it's crazy. D says, who lives in Dubai? CZ is a resident of Dubai. Right? CZ is a resident of Dubai. Ron says China has that huge Norinco firearms factory that people should Zerg rush that place and arm themselves. Oh, you mean arm themselves? This is why I like the Second Amendment, right? The right to bear arms, because I feel better having guns. I like having guns. I have guys. I'm kind of a doomsday prepper. I'm not I have about a month's worth of food. I need to re-up on water. I have a first aid kit, a big one. I have a sweet vest. You guys see my bulletproof vest. Sweet vest, extra plates, a rifle, handgun. I have everything, baby. I'm zombie apocalypse prepared. But it's always good to have a little emergency kit going, right? You don't have to have a whole bunker unless you got it like that. You can make a bunker. But it's good to have something, You just never know. So Selma Fudd says the digital age is about to create its own ecosystem. You know what's crazy about all this? Elon Musk is creating little chips that go in humans, right? It's crazy. It's weird. San Francisco just approved robots to let's go. San Francisco robots. Let's see. San Francisco. Police robot. So San Francisco votes to allow police use of deadly robots spur concerns and outrage. So now they can use robots to kill people, right? It's worded that way, but they want to use robots in place of officers, right? That have the ability to hurt people, which is probably safer for the officers, right? Now it's not like some fucking cyborg, some RoboCop shit, like some android that looks like a human. It's like this little thing, right? This little thing. But this is the start of what that is, right? Electric cars, right? That kind of stuff. This is the start, right? It's happening. It's happening. You have a musket? Do not hate my lever action. Do that look, it's not very accurate from far away, right? Because that's the issue. But you don't want to get hit with one of those things. There's a reason why those things could take down a bear, right? You don't want to get hit with one of those guns. I have a lot of ammo. But yeah, you need a lot of ammo too. I have a water filter, Armand, but it's not a Berkeley one. Yeah, they could use armed drones. Obviously you don't want to fight this thing, right? Because, how do you take this thing? I don't think regular bullets are going to take this thing down. I don't think any bullets are going to take this thing down. You need some sort of explosive or something like that. I don't know. But, or to mess with the wiring or something in this thing. But this is not what you want to go against, right? Obviously, the argument of people saying, why do you have a gun? Because they could obviously law enforcement and SWAT teams, what are you going to do against a SWAT team? Nothing. What are you going to do against an armored vehicle? Nothing, right? If you're a regular guy with a gun, you're not doing anything against an armored vehicle, right? So obviously the government has more power than, you know what I mean? But still, it's good to be able to protect yourself. You know, it's good just to learn how to shoot, right? Smart. That's true, Ron. True. I have not, Beaver. I have not. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer. I'm sparring at 10 a.m. So back fighting again. Saturday spar days in the morning. We spar. So gonna get punched in the face. Gonna go punch some people in the face. Hopefully, I won't get kicked in the face too hard today. I got punched like really hard in my temple like about a week ago. Still hurts. Sacco, I'm down, bro. Where do you go hunting at? Crypto, and this is saw a meme. Bill Gates wants people to get vaccine. People fear microchips and it will privacy. Elon Musk will I know, right? Yeah, that's pretty funny, Crypto. It says, yeah. Remember all that all the conspiracy theories about us getting a vaccine and the microchips inside of you? Well, then Elon Musk wants people to drill, you know, you know what I mean? People are like, if Elon Musk does it, I'll do it. Guys, I might actually get a Tesla. I might actually get a Tesla next week. I think I've decided, let's just hang out right now. I'm done talking about crypto news. Let's just hang out and shoot the shit for a little bit. But I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going to get the Corvette anymore. I've been looking for a Corvette, guys. They're so rare that I can't negotiate a price for these motherfuckers because everybody wants one. And these guys are charging $20K above the MSRP right now. It's fucking insane. It's like, I'm not going to pay that much for a damn Corvette. I just can't do it. I want one so bad. But I think I might just get a Tesla. I don't know what else to get. Like, I want a truck, but then I don't want a truck. You know? I don't know. Dude, lever actions are fun, lever actions are fun. Although you get like, 9 or 7 rounds, depending on the size of the round, right? Per, you know, before you have to reload again. So it's slow, but I like them. They're fun. They're like really fun. I actually need to get another rifle. I want a long range rifle, like a real good rifle. I don't like Dodges. I don't like the Dodges, right? But you paid you to talk about Volt. Yeah. I am a paid influencer for Volt. Yes. #ad. I have made money on Volt. I've 3x since I started promoting them. But yes, I am a paid promoter on Volt. They pay me to talk about them. But they also understand that if they do something crazy, I'm critical. But so far, the Volt community has been nothing but supportive. So, you know. Yes, but here's the thing. You guys, I always tell you guys to take when it was running, when I started my Volt partnership, Volt was down 3x from what it was now. When it started running, I told you guys to take profits. I want you to take profits and make money. I don't care what anybody says. Leave a little moon bag, fine, but watch on YouTube, Wham Bam Tesla Cam. It made me think twice about getting a Tesla now. But dude, everyone has a Tesla down here, though. Like, I wouldn't feel like everyone and their mom has a Tesla. They're so common. It's like they're more common than like Honda Civics now, which is crazy. Max Marks, I am looking for camping stuff. I wanted to get a Toyota Tacoma too, but here's the issue. One, I'm going to lease it, so I don't want to put a bunch of miles on it. Two, I need a car that's going to fit in my garage, and a big ass truck is like not going to fit in my garage. I don't think, like barely not going to fit in my garage. So I need a smaller car. Yeah. No, I don't like Dodges. I'm not a big Dodge fan, but I have buddies who have sick Dodges. It's just they're not my style. I think they look ugly. Like, I'm a Mustang guy. I'm a Ford guy. Like, I have a Mustang now, but I'm getting rid of it. Dude, Chargers they're fast. They're fast. They're mean. They're lean. I just don't like the look of them. They look strange to me. They look like rectangles, like very fast rectangles. You know, very fast rectangles. You know, just zooming. When compared to a full-size truck, tacos are small. What are we talking about? I just wave the Teslas by. Dude, Teslas are fast as fuck. Dude, they're fast. Like the Plaid, dude, they're so fast. I fuck with the Rivian, but like I said, current battery tech is crap. Not getting any EV. I've heard good things about him. Look, I'm leasing a car, so I'm giving that bitch back in 2 years anyway. So I ain't financing nothing. What's up, Austin? Says, miss my F-350, waiting for rates to come down. Get me that GMC. Dude, that's such a big-ass truck, dude. That's a huge truck, right? Rodney got a Ford Mustang. Leave my Mustang alone. Yeah. They can't maintain high speeds. Teslas? Yeah, but like, guys, most of our speed limits are like 75 miles per hour. Why do you need to be fucking hauling ass, right? Jayhawk says charters are not that fast. So yeah, I did see that, Jayhawk. Well, Jayhawk, your cards are like souped up, right? A Fudstang. That's what my Mustang is called, the Fudstang. Head him with the Fudstang, huh? Yeah, Tacomas look sick. Tacomas are nice, but the fact is, I go camping maybe 3-4 times a year. So it's not like, it's not like I really, it's not like, you know what I mean? I don't camp that much, I'll be back. I'm going to get a banana. Be back. All right, I'm just going to go until I really have to take a shit, which I do have to take a shit now, but it's not really bad, so. He's eating the fruit glizzy. I'm breaking it into pieces, though. You can't I can't put this in my mouth on stream. I would never hear the end of it. Gotta break it up, Yeah, exactly, Awesome. Dude, literally, like, I don't go camping that much. Like, I could get away. Like, there are rural parts of California. California is mostly rural, but it's known for its cities, right? Sacramento, right? Los Angeles, San Diego, many others, right? But a lot of like, if you look at like the voting map, like for red and blue, it's mostly red. It's just that all the inner cities are like most populated. Exactly, yeah. So Selma Fudd says by 2030, it is expected to be EV compliant, but we will see how that works out. I think it's actually happening. I think this is the new age, guys. I think that people are moving to electric cars now. It seems that way. Like Porsche made an electric car. Ian, the lead dev of WagMe, he has one. He said it's nice, it's fast. Bree, no, Bree, not fine for me. It's snowed for 4 days. See, I do not fuck with snow. I do not fuck with the cold. I'm not that guy. Fiat? Fiat. One Corolla Sport. I remember when I was going to college, some guy had a Corolla Sport, and he was like talking shit. All right, guys, so what are we thinking? We thinking Lily Finance is getting listed on Coinbase? What do we really think? What do we really think? All right? Dude, a lot of people are following me. Thank you guys so much. No, Teslas are not that expensive anymore. Tesla. It's like 30-something K, right? 35K? Get the Model Y. I can get a Model Y. Model 3? Model 3, 46 grand? I mean, that's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. What's the difference between the Model 3 and the Model? What's this? The Model X? Ooh, that'd be sick. What did Jake get? I think Jake got the Model Y. I actually don't know what Jake. I think actually Jake got the Model S, huh? I'm cheap as fuck. If I'm gonna get a Tesla, I'm gonna get this one, the $46,000 one, because it's fine. It's good enough, right? Just get some rims, right? I wanted the Stingray, David. The Stingray, David. But they're all about the same. They're all upcharged. They're all hyped. Like these freaking Chevy Corvette dealers are just, it's ridiculous, man. But they're so rare, right? They're so rare. The MSRP with these Teslas, you can believe these prices, fine, because Teslas are a dime a dozen, right? But when you go into a dealership, these motherfuckers are like not Teslas, but because watch. Let's see, MSRP Corvette. Okay, from 60, it says the 2000. Wait, okay, so 60,000, 2022. They are not 60,000. They're at least 70, 75, 80,000. And if you want to pre-order your own, if you not pre-order, but if you want to order your own, a 1.5 wait list if you want to customize it. I hate it. They ain't rare in Texas. Maybe I need to go somewhere else, right? Yeah, I think Lily got scammed. But Ryan Patrick is confident as a bitch, and he's talking to Lily Finance too. So they're like friends. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how confident he is. I don't know. I've seen it all before in the space. I wouldn't be surprised, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta drop a deuce. Then I gotta go train. Then I gotta do something else. So, woo! Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'll probably put out some more content today. Maybe I'll have a midday stream, maybe an afternoon stream, depending on how my day goes. I gotta go and bang out some errands. I'm gonna go play some Punchy Face. I'm gonna play some Punchy Face today. So, the Kia Stinger, not a fan. But we'll see. But I will be turning up tonight, as we do. But I will not be drinking. I will be going to a club tonight and not drinking. How's that going to be? Huh? How's that going to be? Sober? Well, not alcohol. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Do me a favor. Smash that like button on your way out. Thank you guys so much for joining me on a Saturday day. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Let's all mourn the USA getting beat. That's right, Sebastian. Let's go, baby. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.